I'm still a fan, even though it's salty. Hate to see you with some other, but I know you happy. Hate to see you happy if I'm not the one driving.
Trap money, she got me in the Keke, do you love me?
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another vloggy vlog with your girl Kelunta'z. Keke, if you love me. Welcome to all of my new viewers on this channel. I do help you guys break down things like leptin, ghrelin, ketosis, hormonal imbalances, intermittent fasting, weight loss, lifestyle, health and wellness as a whole. And so welcome, and to all of my returning viewers. Y'all know y'all are the real MVPs. Today we will be continuing our discussion on leptin. I see that a lot of you guys are interested in leptin, and so I will be breaking that down a little further for you guys. And also to my new viewers, at the end of the video I do have a segment called Tea Time, and so that's the time that I will be sitting down with you guys and actually going over leptin and the role leptin plays in our body. I did do a video on leptin on my last vlog during tea time, and so I will be linking that video below. I did tell you guys on my last video that I was going to talk to you guys about willpower. I am still going to talk to you guys about willpower, but I do want to extend the discussion on leptin because it plays a key role in things like sleep apnea, overeating, binge eating, feeling full, feeling satiated, and things like that. And so I see that you guys are really interested in it. I did see another video on leptin. I will be linking it in tea time as well. Alrighty, you guys, so we are ready for today. You guys did wax with me. I kind of got ready off camera after we waxed and I took a shower. I want to show you guys my outfit. I think it is so cute and it was so inexpensive, and I got it on Amazon, and so I will be stretching in this. Let's take a look at this outfit and then we're gonna go ahead and get into stretching. Alrighty, guys, so this is my outfit for today, and I got this on Amazon, you guys. It's so cute. Medium. It's like a one piece. Isn't she cute, you guys? I love it.
I'm still a fan even though it's salty. Hate to see you with some other, but I know you happy. Hate to see you happy if I'm not the one driving. I'm so mature, I'm so mature, I'm so mature. They got me in therapist to tell me there's other men I want, and I just want you. And if I can't have you, no one should. I love you right. It's not the best idea. His new girlfriend's legs out. I can't hear. I love you right. I still love you. Rather be chill than alone. I get the sense that it's a lost cause. I get the sense that you might really love her. This is gonna be evidence. This text is evidence. I try to rationate you no murder's a crime of passion, but damn, you was out of reach. You was at the farmer's market with your perfect peach. Now I'm in a phase, man, now on vacation. Now you lay your face down, I'll be saying over happy. I'm so mature, I'm so mature. I'll be in there just to tell me there's a I just want you. And you know what will. I like you right. It's not the best idea. His new girlfriend's legs out. I can hear. I like you right. I still love you. Rather be chill than alone. I did it all for love. I did it all on no drugs. I did all of this sober. I did it all for us. I did it all for love. I did all of this on no drugs. I did all of this sober. Don't you know I did it all for us? I just killed my ex. Not the best idea. Killed his girlfriend next out. I can hear. I just killed my ex. I still love you. Rather
Alrighty, you guys, so package alert. Since I am vlogging, I decided I will go ahead and show you guys my Amazon package for today. It just arrived, so let's see what we have. We have some cat treats for the kitty. We have some cranberry urinary tract health supplements for the kitty. This is very, very good, and so yeah, this. I also got this supplement here. If you don't know about it, go ahead and you gotta look it up, you guys. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's very, very healthy. So I got some of this. I think it's called the Arco or something like that. So this is the tea we will be having today. This is raspberry leaf tea. And so it's organic. And we'll be having this during tea time today. And we got some dog treats for the good old doggy dog. Alright, so that is our Amazon package that literally just arrived today. So I was getting tea ready and then I heard a knock at the door and I was like, oh, let me get that. It's Christmas in September. Alright, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into tea time, you guys. So yeah. What's up, you guys, and welcome to Tea Time. If you are new to this channel, Tea Time is a time that I set aside to chit chat with you guys and to just spill the tea on this whole weight loss journey and why it has to be so darn difficult, right? To just lose the weight, keep it off, eat what we want to eat, live how we want to live, and just why not? Why does it have to be a lifestyle change? Why do I have to learn this? Why do I have to do that? Why, right? Anyway, so the tea that we will be drinking today is a raspberry leaf tea. As you guys can see, it came in the mail today from lovely Amazon. And so this is the package. I usually get most of my organic teas on Amazon. They're usually this FGO brand. I'm not like endorsed by them or anything. They're not sponsoring this, but they really do have some very, very fresh organic teas. So if you are into teas and you do want something organic and fresh and not so pricey, and they usually send a lot. This is a smaller pack. They usually send like a bigger one. Of course, it costs more. And so this is a raspberry leaf tea. I'll link the benefits of raspberry leaf tea in the video so you can check that out. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the topic for today. We will be talking about leptin a little further. I do know in the last video I did tell you guys that I was going to talk to you guys about willpower, which we will be going over that because you do need to have willpower in this journey as a whole. And so we're going to touch on willpower a bit today in tea time, but we're going to do a full video on willpower maybe in the next video. But the reason why I wanted to go a little further into leptin is because I see that a lot of you have DM'd me and asked me questions about leptin, and a lot of you want to know a little more about leptin resistance. And so I have my phone here. So on my phone I do have some notes that I kind of want to touch bases with you guys. So if you do see me looking at my phone, that is why. And so I think I'm going to actually hold off on this portion, and I'm actually going to link the video that I was telling you guys about. I just found out about this young lady because it, you know, okay, so you know on YouTube, right, when you look up certain things, they start to suggest other videos to you. So I have been looking into leptin, ghrelin, and hormonal resistance and weight loss and things like that. So this young lady's video came up. I find it very interesting, though I don't agree with everything she says in the video. A lot of what she says is applicable to those of us who have been dealing with leptin resistance and who have been dealing with issues of staying full and getting those signals that you are full and waking up hungry late at night.
Hey, what's going on? You guys having midnight breakfast without me?
Also, the video that I put in my other vlog with Dr. Mindy, I always mention her. I cannot do a vlog without mentioning Dr. Mindy. So in Dr. Mindy's video that she did with on the Diary of a CEO, she also talks about how if your leptin levels are not balanced, it can cause you to have sleep apnea, and it can cause you to also wake up in the middle of the night and you're hungry or you are disturbed, and it is because of your leptin levels. And so leptin is a really, really big deal. I believe leptin and ghrelin go hand in hand, so I will be breaking them down a little bit more later on this channel. And so if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscription and also the notification bell so that you'll know when I post new videos, because you guys, I'm really here to help you guys break this down. Honestly, whenever you go to the doctor and you are dealing with things, when does the doctor tell you that you need to regulate your leptin levels? Or when does the doctor ever tell you that you need to regulate your ghrelin levels? You know, they just tell you, oh, go exercise. Or, you know, no, tell me why I need to go exercise. Tell me what's going on inside my body as to why I can't just eat what I want to eat and do what I want to do and still be healthy. What's going on? Like, what's going on internally? And so doctors don't help you break down your hormones. And the only time a doctor is going to tell you to fast is if it's for a procedure. They don't tell you to practice fasting as a lifestyle. And if you do practice fasting as a lifestyle, that is something that will break down all of these resistance that's going on in our bodies. Fasting really does the trick. It is one of the hardest things to do, and that's why I recommend, if you are, just spend that time with God, and it'll occupy your time being just thinking, you know, just thinking about nothing. So spend that time, fill your time with God, with the Word of God, and ask the Holy Spirit to help you along the journey. So now I'm going to go ahead and insert the video of the young lady talking about leptin and kind of explaining leptin resistance. So here she is here.
What is leptin? So if you've ever heard about leptin resistance, you're wondering, what is leptin? Well, leptin is a hormone from our white fat cells. So our adipose tissue gives off this signal of leptin, which tells our brain our state of affairs. Now, the main function of leptin is to regulate the long-term balance between your body's food intake and its energy use, its energy expenditure. Now, leptin acts on the neurons in certain brain areas, such as the hypothalamus, also the hippocampus, and the brainstem to help to regulate our food intake, our body's ability to make heat, so thermogenesis, our energy expenditure, and therefore weight loss, homeostasis, and of course our glucose and lipid metabolism. Now, leptin helps to prevent hunger and regulates our energy balance so that your body doesn't trigger a hunger response all the time when it doesn't need extra energy or calories. So you can see how this is so important as it's related to weight loss, managing our leptin levels. Now, when we talk more about what is leptin, it has a more profound effect when you actually lose weight. So as your body fat or your adipose tissue decreases, your leptin actually decreases. And now this signals the body to think that it's starving because there's not a lot of fat, giving that signal to the brain. So leptin is low, and then this can stimulate intense hunger and appetite, which can lead to eating more food. This is a survival mechanism. This is how, when there was lack of food, which of course is not the problem today, but when we did historically have lack of food, our leptin controlled our ability to survive, telling you to either get more food or that you have enough leptin, you've got enough food, and of course increasing our food consumption when our leptin levels were low. Now, the goal is to always now to make sure that your leptin secretion and the uptake of your leptin by the brain is balanced on the leptin receptors. So this has a lot to do with our circadian rhythms. As you see when I get to the tips on how to fix your leptin resistance, it really is important that we know how to do this, especially if you've been struggling with weight loss and leptin isn't something that you've ever heard or actually addressed in terms of helping to address your weight loss problems. So what is leptin resistance? And that's essentially what today's show is about. Well, this is when your brain doesn't respond as it normally should to that leptin signaling in the brain. So when you have leptin resistance, no sensation or feeling of full or feeling satiated or satisfied from your meals is happening. The brain doesn't register that you've eaten, and that means you're hungry all the time. You are craving a lot of carbohydrates, especially for that quick energy. And that seeming lack of leptin in leptin resistance also causes your body to enter somewhat like a starvation mode because the brain's not getting that leptin signaling because of the leptin resistance. And in an effort to save more energy, your brain actually decreases your energy levels and makes you use fewer calories at rest. Yes, your body is now using and is down regulating your metabolism using fewer calories at rest when you're leptin resistant. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means with leptin resistance, you're gaining weight in the form especially of body fat as survival to help to keep you alive. And this is now stimulating more hunger and decreasing your metabolism all at the same time. So what are the leptin resistance causes? Well, one of them is if you're eating all the time. So if you snack a lot between meals, this is a factor for leptin resistance. If you lack sunlight, if you're not getting enough natural sunlight exposure and natural environmental exposures to nature, your leptin is modulated by light. And there is research that shows that this is a huge factor, even more so than diet and what you're eating, in terms of balancing your leptin levels. Lack of being grounded is another leptin resistance cause. Eating late at night also can mess up your leptin signaling. So this is really another important cause that is something that you can mitigate very easily in terms of your leptin resistance. And eating a high sugar diet. So as soon as our high insulin level is there, then this increases our triglyceride levels, and triglycerides unfortunately alters our leptin being able to get into the brain, into the hypothalamus from the blood-brain barrier. So this is messing up our leptin signaling. Another cause for leptin resistance is poor sleep. And this is important because our leptin and secretion of leptin is most active when we're sleeping. So if we're not getting a good night's sleep, then our leptin signaling will be messed up, and then we start to gain more weight. This is related to your thyroid.
So basically you see how she talks about how leptin resistance has a great impact on basically everything, y'all. Leptin resistance has an impact on our sleep, our energy, how much calories we burn, actually fertility. I don't think you guys knew that. I'm going to go over a few other things that leptin impacts. So Leptin is a hormone that is produced by your body's fat cells. So it's produced by the fat cells. And so it's often referred to as the satiety hormone or the starvation hormone. So basically, in order to balance this hormone, you do have to starve it out. Like, get rid of all of that built up leptin on the inside of you. Like, once you do that for a few months, you will be able to see the difference. Leptin is basically supposed to tell your brain that you have had enough, that you have enough fat stored. You don't need to eat. It can burn the calories at a normal rate. It also has many other functions related to fertility, immunity, and brain function. Leptin's main role is long-term regulation of energy, including the number of calories you eat and expend, as well as how much fat you store in your body. Leptin has a lot to do with our weight loss as a whole, you guys. And so that's why I did want to extend this discussion. I do appreciate you guys reaching out to me about it. I'm still researching this. I am still looking into it. But I do know a few people who do deal with sleep apnea, and I do know a few people who do deal with waking up in the middle of the night, or not even in the middle of the night, like around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And so we have to regulate our leptin hormones, you guys, in order to live a more fulfilling and whole life. I really want to just drive home leptin, you guys. And willpower does have to do with leptin. And the reason why I actually want to do a video on strictly willpower, because you will have to have willpower reserved for fasting. You will need to be able to tap into your willpower. So you don't want to necessarily waste your willpower on things that really don't deserve your willpower, if that makes sense. And so I'm gonna actually break that down to help you understand what I mean by that. But you don't want to waste your energy on things that don't matter. You do want to reserve your energy for things that do matter, for times that you want to fast, and for times that you want to restrict your eating for a purpose. It is a purpose as to why you should restrict your eating, and it is also genetically wise to do so. In my next video, I will be going over the whole importance of willpower and how you can actually use up your willpower, and then you have to actually build that willpower back up. Also, I wanted to show you guys, I got these tea bags on Temu. This is what I use for like herbs and loose teas. I'll show you guys how I fill them up, but basically it's just a tea bag. They come with a lot of them in here, and this is how they look. And so you just fill up the herbs, and then you just tie up the bag. You pull the string, you tie it, and then you just sit it in your tea for it to steep. It comes in handy, you guys. So if you are interested, it is on Temu. I will link this below, or the Temu link below. But this will help you if you want to get those herbal teas and you don't want to spend extra money buying it. You can make it yourself. I use this with the cloves. I put the cloves in here. When I do the thyme, I do that. Sometimes when I do the oregano, I make oregano tea. I will use these little tea bags, and I will just stuff them with the oregano herb and then make the tea. And it actually tastes good if you add a little honey to these herbs. It really tastes good, y'all. So try it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know how it tastes. And so if you have stayed until the end of this video, you are the real MVP, and this salute is for you. I'm gonna pour us up a glass of tea. And so, yes, thank you so much for tuning in and having tea with me. And I will see you guys in my next vlog. I love you guys, and salute.